Oh snap. Yo, I'm gonna be real. I just played a game of Fortnite and I died by storm. Yo, is that bright enough? That's too bright. Oh snap. I forgot the hat. Yo, what up, Marlene? Adriana. Yeah, Adriana. My night is going pretty good. So far, we're about to see. That might change. Do. Yo, where's my mouse? This game again? Yes, we need to beat it. I won't feel complete. Hold up. Do. Yo, what up, Cries? I haven't really been live that much lately, but I've been trying to more. Man. Yo, what up, Jalen? I said 11:30 or 12. But yes, I did lie. I'm sorry. My bad. I get home at like 10:30, so. Okay, we have no glow sticks. Another flashlight? Really? Yeah, I finished the quarry. Maybe we'll replay it though, because I got a pretty good ending. Yo, what the heck is that? It's a creepy mask. Oh, the vent is broken. I think it's the transparent one. Well, he's coming. Let's go towards the stairs, actually. Yo, what up, Typo? A radio? Yo, was somebody in here? Why is this open? No, I did not finish that, Jalen. Mortuary assistant, or whatever it's called. Oh, not already. We're trying to escape the boat right now, and there's a monster. I think he's outside. Yeah, because I didn't open that door. Oh yeah, I did. No, my hair's short right now. That's why I wear a hat. Usually it's pretty long. Yeah, I'm not bald. If you thought I was bald, yo. Alright, let's drop the radio. Shit. I think he might be close. And I still don't know which one it is, really. Thought you had long hair. Usually. My cheeks were not safe. Whoa. Whoa. That was a horrible start. Yo, Amanda Cheshire? Thank you for the follow. Yeah, he snuck up. I don't like that guy. Alright, we need some glow sticks so we don't get lost. Lovely, thank you for the follow. Yo, what up, Jules? Creepy bathroom? Okay, we'll take that. Alright. Hopefully it's not the brute. Oh man. Yo, what up, Joe? How have I not found a single glow stick? I feel like I'm... Hello? It's a brute. Let me just, let me get out of here. Toilet. I ain't. Like a big dookie. You just hiding here. Ooh. Oh, you scrolled so when he popped up? Damn. Okay, why did I hide in here? Okay. Oh, also, you guys want to know something super embarrassing? I was wearing my headset backwards yesterday. That's why I couldn't tell which way he was coming from. Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. The fire extinguisher, I think it slows him. Alright, let's get out of here. I think he's outside. The frick? buddy? He's blocking the only way out. It's a dead end, chat. It's a freaking dead end. It's a freaking dead end! It's a dead end! It's a dead end! It's a dead end! It's a dead end! He doesn't know me. That boy is dumb. Rip the door off the hinges. I thought he would have fell through the floor or something. Alright, I'll spray it next time I see him. I think he's under me now. Okay, it's pretty good. Yo, what up, Amber? Welcome. No, this is where I was. Wow. Yo, Madness. Thank you for the follow. What the heck? I haven't found a single piece for the raft. Alright, maybe they're... I can't use any of these as a weapon, you're telling me. It's your boy Neon, thank you. Oh my. Amber, you need to chill. Yo. Thank you. Holy cow. Yo, that's wild. Yo, you sent me 2 galaxies yesterday. What the heck? Yo, William, thank you for the follow. What the heck? I forgot what I was doing. That just threw me off. For a good cause. What did... Loki? Yeah, Watson. I don't expect it at all, though. But I really appreciate it. Okay, that's a submarine. Let's go up one more. Okay, deck 2. Actually, this is where I always get lost. This is Monstrum. check it out. Oh wait, this is where we started. Let's put a glow stick down. Now that we have one. That's okay, Nia. Maybe we'll just hold on to that. Yeah, let's sell my stuff though that I had my headset on backwards last night. Phasphobia or whatever it is. Yeah, I'll try that out. Okay, deck 3. What the heck? We were here. There's my glow stick. And... oh, we might do this. We got the spool chat. We got the chain. Okay, we need the pump and some tape. And then we're winning this. Yeah, I'll have to try that game. It's a horror game, right? The Phas or whatever. Bruh. No. I found the chain for the first time ever. Please don't do this to me. My footsteps are so loud. Yeah, see, we're on a boat. Yo, have a good night, Jay. Okay, maybe we'll drop that there for now. So loud. Okay, I cannot find the raft right now. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Tiptoe? Yeah, I'll try. Okay. Why'd it get quiet? Play zombies? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going in a big circle. I think I gotta go in somewhere over here. How have I still not gotten this down? not deck 3. Deck 1 maybe? Yo, is that a bear emoji? Thank you for the follow. An Ansi? Annecy? I guess, let's go down here. Loud door. Okay, I'm pretty sure we have to go. Oh, Watson, we don't talk about that. I did not die by the steam. It's true, sadly. Why am I down here and this looks horrible? I don't even know. Yo, are we back? Can you guys hear me? My Wi-Fi just cut out. Yo, MMA. Ignacio, thank you for the follow. Dang. Yeah, my Wi-Fi just cut out. It might happen again, so we'll see. Nah, that was all me. The perks of living in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, what the heck? Okay. Yo, what up, Will? Will's back? Okay, we need tape. Does not look good. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is taking a beating right now. I need the Starlink. Maybe. It might be storming. I haven't been outside in a little bit. Man, this game sucks. Oh my gosh. He like pooped out of the wall. What is this music? Is it just me or is that like really, really loud? It's like metal grinding together. He found me. Can we outrun him? Please. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone! Just leave me alone! Should we juke him? It's like a frog or something. Like a weird frog. Ooh. You almost got me for my foams. Alright, where's that pump at? Yo, Pokey Proxy, thank you for the fire. Jeez, I got my nerves. Charlie. Okay, now where is the pump? Isn't the pump supposed to be over here? Cool. I think the pump should be somewhere. A gem gun. That thing's shooting gems? Shout out to Amberia and everybody supporting. We're at 2,000 likes too. Everybody who's tapping, I appreciate you. Okay, we need tape and a pump. Deck 7. Sir Krabs, thank you. It's for real, W Amber. I closed the door on myself, yo. That was the farthest we've ever been. The frog got us. Yeah, there's 3 different monsters and it like spawns randomly. So now it might be a different one. But that guy likes me a lot. So it might be him again. We gotta win this game. I'm not sleeping till we beat it, to be honest. Okay. That's where we came in from. Watching you die over and over gives me motivation to draw. Well, you're welcome. Antoniette. I think that's your name. Thank you for the follow. It's a pretty cool name. Air Dancer. Yo. I feel so spoiled. W Amber. Okay, I was just over here. How am I lost? Boom, boom. It's the big guy. You hear that? I don't think he saw me, but I saw him. Sounds like Tiffany. Yeah, it's the lava guy. What the heck? Okay, I think we gotta go this way. Wait, when the live froze, was I like making a weird face? And be honest. Or did it just say like live pause? Buddy, I might be toast. You're just staring intensely at the screen. Okay, that's almost worse. Bruh, all these drawers and no tape? Choo-choo. Oh, we got a welder. Take the sub. Yo, what up, butterfly? Shoot. Well, welcome. Under me? Can't tell where he is. I think he knows where I am though. Cocoa strawberries. Yo, Amber, you're nuts. In a mirror? Oh, roses smell so good. Yo, you're a real one, Amber. Thank you.
Well, thankfully, his doctor was here, and Mr. Kobayashi didn't really seem concerned about the men's injuries. She's never even modulated, down to the men. I hope no more issues arise, but at least not until we're docked.
Was that English? Out. It's a freaking dead end. Are you kidding me? Just hide under. Yo, thank you for the hand heart, butterfly. Thank you, thank you. Alright, I think it's safe. Chat, how do I get in here? The spool is right there. Open the door! It's freaking. It's a donut! I'm sorry. Yo, these monsters do not like me. One day, I will escape. One day. Yo, what up, Chloe? Yo, Amber has donated a lot. What the? What the? It's a transparent guy. Pretty sure. It's locked, it's a dead end. That was a quick one. That's crazy. A Demogorgon, yeah. Yo. How many tries is this gonna take? I think I'm on like at least like 30. Maybe I should just speed run. Boom, boom. Okay, that's where we started. We'll drop that. Oh, that was not smart. Yo, I do have a YouTube. I haven't posted in a little bit though, but it's in my bio. Boom, boom. Okay, we got helicopter keys. I'm still trying to go for that raft though. What? It says Kobe. You see that? Is there an easy mode? Nope. Just one mode. We're about to have a door war. Who's ready? Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh, yo. Being a menace. It's so loud. Alright, we need... The pump isn't out there, so it has to be somewhere in here, I guess. Security? Oh yeah, we should do this. A sub battery. Okay. Okay. Wow, we got power. Okay, let's see where he is. Behind me. Okay. Probably something good in here. I can't open that door. Door war. Door war. You don't want the smoke. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Occupied. 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 Spray him with this. Occupied. What do you need to chill? extinguishers out. Buddy. Jeez, he's getting frisky now. Man. These monsters are no joke. I don't think I can beat him. He's like programmed to win that. Unless there's like a hiding spot in the room. Boom, boom. Alright. Alright, this is the run. We already have 2 glow sticks. Let's go. Okay. Start it right here. Good luck grabbing snacks. Do you guys run, if you have like an upstairs room, do you like run up the stairs? Like, do you always feel like something's chasing you? Ow. Yo, good night, Typo. Thank you. We will beat this. He's already here. Yo, Kim Sword. Thank you for the vote. And I just got steamed. A sub battery? Really? Hold up. Should we try to go for the sub chat? We have the sub battery and the welder. Yeah, I haven't tried the sub yet. We can try it. Yeah, we're playing this. I thought I was gonna beat it, like, really quick. But no. You know, this game, something else. Yeah, he's not being friendly tonight at all. Maybe I should read the notes. I don't think they're that important though. They probably are. Pew pew. Sub headlight? Okay. I think there's a VR version of this game too, so just imagine that. I feel like you'd get sick low-key. Alright, deck 6. Lighter. Okay, we don't need that. Welcome back, MMA. Yo, who's your favorite MMA fighter? I think he's close, but oh, that's how you do it. He probably didn't like that. I don't think he heard though. Okay. Boo boo. Wait, who was it? Hold up, give me a second. Oh snap, just dropped something. Oh yeah, spiders in Skyrim? Don't know about that. Yeah, Dustin is pretty good. I like Adesanya. Or Izzy. Probably my favorite right now. I used to like Uriah Faber a lot. Learned how to do side profiles, drawing. Nice. Okay, we got gas. Gas on deck. Yo, what up, Hope? You made it. Jeez. Wait. Looking at chat. I just locked myself. got clobbered. I don't know if I can take this game anymore. I'm not improving. Okay, this time is gonna be different. Gave me a hug with his fist. Okay, tape. Boom, boom. Not the welder. Jeez. Okay. Let's turn that back on. That was kind of creepy. Yeah, it's the ship game again. Okay, how do we open this? Because the pump is right there. How would we open this? Because we can't use our hands, I guess. Let's see here. Can we, like, throw something? Mountain Boo, hey, if I got in contact with you, would you fly out for my MMA fight? Yo, I would consider it. That'd be kind of cool. I've never been to a fight, but I would want to. I haven't even been on a plane yet. Well, there's the pump. Maybe he has to, like, break it down. Yeah, you can message me on Instagram. It's in my bio. It'd be pretty cool though. Once I get more popular, maybe I'll do a boxing match. Influencer boxing match. I'd rather fight MMA than boxing though. Yo, what up, Apollo? Yeah, Bella, I've never been on a plane yet. Like, I've traveled before, but I drove. I travel before? That made no sense. And we're doing circles. Yep. Never. Jeez, I'm lost. Yo, MMA, he's pretty funny. He is pretty out of pocket, though. We're still going for the life raft. We need the pump, some duct tape, and like a wire or like a chain. So we'll see. And I'm still confused about this door. Maybe we need the bolt cutters? Oh my gosh. It's Greg. Oh, your real name's Aiden? Bet. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I went to Florida like a long time ago, like 4 years ago, and I drove all the way there. It's a very long drive. It was like 20 hours or something. Yo, chat, come up with a good fighting name for Aiden. What would be a good fighting name? What would my fighting name be? Frisky Squirrel or something? The Koala? I don't know. The Koala kind of sounds cool. Something not cringe? Okay. Can I fight? Yo. I can fight. I be fighting my demons all the time. But that was pretty funny. I almost laughed at my own joke, but I can't do that. He found me. He didn't think it was funny. Oh, he's in the room. If I got knocked out in an MMA match, I would just say I got tired and I needed a break. Then get back up. Okay, let's see what's up. I'm pretty confident though that I would do pretty good if I had some training. But I'm like in the same weight class as like Sean O'Malley and stuff. I'm pretty sure he'll probably kill me. Okay, we're just trying to find some juice. We have a glass. All I need is a glass of water. We woke up from a weird dream. Yo, what up, Shelly? Yo, thank you for the heart meme. Real one. Oh yeah, we are. Yeah. What is that? Welterweight? No, that's not welterweight. Middleweight? Boom, boom. I think the glass is, I'll show you. It distracts him, I'm pretty sure. You, like, throw it. Yeah. Oh, we found some tape! We're moving up. But we can't get that door open, so I think we might be screwed. Unless we get like a bolt cutter or something. Dude. Yeah, the timer. Oh my gosh, she's out. Yeah, we're gonna try a different game. We're just getting smacked. Not today, Monstrum. Not today. 165 is super lightweight for fighting. Dang, then I'm like straw weight. I'd be like featherweight. So I'd be fighting like Mighty Mouse and stuff. I don't know about that. Not Limbo. And not Inside. Let's try this game. Isn't his name Mighty Mouse? Am I wrong? Or Demetrius? I forget what his name is. Demetrius something. Oh, we got off because I got clapped, Amber. I gotta look it up. Mighty Mouse. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I was right. For a second there, I was like, yo, what was I thinking? I did not do good on Limbo. Grab a fire extinguisher. Yeah, I should have. Yeah, I do. I'll send it. Message me on Instagram and I'll send it because I'm not trying to type it in chat. What was that noise? Yo, does anybody here get like Snapchat bots that add you? You get TikTok ones, dang. What is this game? And it's kind of loud, so we're gonna turn it down. Play Phasphobia. Let's see if I have it. I'm pretty sure I don't. I have Amnesia. It kind of sounds close to it. Phasphobia. What? A paranormal activity is on the rise, and it's up to you and your team to use all your ghost hunting equipment at your disposal in order to gather as much evidence as you can. What the? Alright, it's in the cart. I'll have to update it off stream though. I tried this game for like 2 seconds. I got really mad. Then I got off. So you guys might experience something right now. The phone is ringing. Okay, we're not. Is this like the new version of Onlyo? Alright, I'm gonna be real. If I fall, I'm gonna get off of this game. Quickest quit in the West. What should we play, chat? Dog is about to rip your arm off. Yeah, I'll play that phobia game when I get it updated. What do I want to play? Do we just play Old Reliable? Go on YouTube and put on a scary YouTube animation? Okay, Hollow Knight or The Quarry, that's what I was thinking, Apollo. Black Ops 2 Zombies? I only have BO2 updated right now. Alright, I'm gonna look this up on YouTube, see what pops up. Scary YouTube. Scary animation? Scrazy. I looked up Scrazy. How do you spell scary, chat? Oh, I spelled it right. Did I? No, I didn't. This is an hour long. Yo, I feel myself transcending right now. I'm becoming a React streamer. You guys feel that? I'm just kidding. I don't know what this is.
Back in 2014, I experienced something I still can't explain. I was still living at home at the time as an only child. I didn't have many friends or any hobbies to speak of, so I spent most of my free time surfing the internet and looking for anything that could hold my attention. On the weekends, I would wait for my parents to leave the house. Then, like most teenagers, I would use the alone time to browse through more devious content. On the night that this unexplainable thing happened, I was getting up to the same thing I always did. When I was finally home alone, I closed my door and drew my curtains, turned the lights off, and grabbed a box of
I don't know
tissues from
if
the
I can
bathroom,
watch this.
in case I got a runny nose while I was watching what I was finally able to watch now that nobody was around. My parents said they would be gone all night, so I knew I could stay at it for as long as I wanted. Of course, that meant that there were quite a few soiled and crumpled up tissues tossed into the bin, but after a couple hours, I was pretty much drained.
Alright. That is not a scary animation. That was just weird. Alright, SpongeBob. SpongeBob horror. Like I was just talking about some nasty stuff. Llama animation? Watson, which one? No sound detected.
I've only ever had two neighbors since I moved into my own pineapple. There's always been Squidward, the obnoxious, nosy neighbor, and Patrick, the dumb one who's so stupid that he doesn't even live in a real house. My options for friends were limited, so I ended up making the choice to befriend the town moron, but the more I got to know Patrick, the more he surprised me. He's not nearly as dumb as he seems. Everybody knows he lives under a rock, and I'm sure everybody has a million questions about how that works. Where does he sleep? Where does he cook? Where does he go to the bathroom? Well, in reality, the answer to all that is connected to what's probably the biggest conspiracy in all of Bikini Bottom, and I'm involved in more than just covering it up. Patrick and I rolled together for years, which made everyone think I was just as stupid as him, but I'm not. I don't crap on my own floor and bury it in the sand like that filthy starfish, but in all this time I've known him, I've buried more than just a few hatchets alongside him. However, as time went on, I began to realize I couldn't keep hanging out with him. I was only ever his friend because nobody else would be my friend, and for that reason, I've been slowly creating distance. Unfortunately, that's a lot easier said than
Patrick looking fine. Oh.
done. Recently, Patrick's been catching on to my game, and it's been upsetting him. Just the other night, I was deep asleep in bed when I was woken up by someone banging on my door. It was Patrick, of course, and he was willing to wake up all of Bikini Bottom just to get to me.
SpongeBob, buddy! Come on! Wake up! Let's do this!
I tried to wait a few minutes to see if he would give up and go away, but that only worked the first few times, not this time.
I know you're awake, SpongeBob! Don't leave me hanging! I know you can hear me! I'm not leaving without you!
I knew at that point that he would never leave unless I went down there to talk to him, so I dragged myself out of bed and shuffled downstairs to the front door. When I opened it, I was taken aback by the look on Patrick's face. He was holding a jellyfish net, and when he comes to my door in the middle of the night with one of those, I know what it means.
Hey, SpongeBob! Wanna go jellyfishing?
No, Patrick, I can't.
Yes, you can! Come on! What's stopping you?
It's late, Pat. Can't we do this in the morning?
No, Sponge. You know we can't.
Listen to me. I don't want to do this nighttime jellyfishing anymore. I want to retire from it.
How can you say that? We've got such a good thing going.
He
And
looks
you're
like
gonna make me
pudding.
go back to doing it myself?
Look, I'm sorry,
I don't know
but
if
I just don't think...
I don't know if I can watch SpongeBob the same after this. Yo, Mad Lad, thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, what just happened?
I've
Oh
only,
my
ev-
gosh, we messed up.
I've only ever had two neighbors since I moved into my own pineapple. I dragged myself out of bed and shuffled down...
Hey, SpongeBob. Wanna go jellyfishing?
Can't we do this in the morning?
No, Sponge. You know we can't.
Listen to me. I
Watch some
don't want to
Mr.
do this
Krabs one.
nighttime jellyfishing anymore. I want to retire from it.
How can you say that? We've got such a good thing going. And you're gonna make me go back to doing it myself?
Look, I'm sorry, but I just don't think the late night jellyfishing life is for me anymore. I'm getting too old, Patrick. I have to focus on my career at the Krusty Krab.
Liar! You know you could quit that crummy job in a heartbeat if you just went to work with me. You're choosing to abandon the best opportunity you'll ever have. Why?
Because
Get
it's
him out.
wrong, Patrick. It's evil. You are evil.
I see. It wasn't wrong when we were doing it together, but now that you don't want to be friends with me anymore, all of a sudden it's evil. I can't
This
believe
is
you,
Monstrum.
SpongeBob.
You better believe it, Patrick.
So
This is
these
the
are your
update.
true colors, huh, buddy? You're a traitor!
I'm not betraying you. I'm just moving on.
You can't move on.
Patrick has a
I won't let you.
OnlyFans.
You
That's
better
where he
grab your
works.
nut and come, or you're gonna realize how big of a mistake you're really making right now.
Leave me alone or I'm calling the cops! I tried to slam the door in his face, but he wedged his foot underneath it, barred straight in. I then ran for my life as he chased me into my house. He was close behind me the whole time. Had he gotten a hold of me, he would have tried to kill me without a doubt. I'm sure he wouldn't have even hesitated either. But luckily, I was able to get around a corner and lose him by hiding someplace I knew he'd never seen me before.
Oh, SpongeBob, where are you? Come out, wherever you are.
I held my breath in silence for an eternity before he finally gave up and left. I waited to make sure
Yeah,
he
he's
wasn't
just
coming
in for
back.
Greg.
Then I crawled out from my hiding spot and went to my bedroom window to watch him head into town. You see, nighttime jellyfishing is nothing like regular jellyfishing. It doesn't take place in the fields, but on the streets of Bikini Bottom itself. And it doesn't have anything to do with jellyfish at all. A few hours later, Patrick returned with his net sagging with the bounty of a successful trip. The poor soul that he managed to capture, a bound and gagged fish that never saw it coming. Patrick lifted up his rock, looked around one last time, then disappeared beneath it with his newest toy in tow. Nobody on the ocean floor but me and Patrick knows what lies below his rock. Most people think he lives in a barren, dirty hole in the ground, but in reality, that's just the facade for something far greater. With the flip of a switch, he can reveal a hidden tube from the floor, drop his victim inside, watch them get sucked underground, then flip the switch again and make the whole thing disappear. As for the destination of that tube, well, I've only seen it a few times, but you'd be utterly shocked to find out just how many sea creatures live underground as Patrick's captives. It's almost an entire city where all the citizens are subservient to him, giving him everything he wants, even if it's their own flesh for him to snack on. Admittedly, I've added to the population myself, and of course taken part in the spoils as well, but
Whoa.
eventually came to realize
This is a
the
twist.
depth of the evil I was committing. And now, all I want to do is forget that I ever contributed to something so awful.
Have you heard about this Sam?
That was something. Mr. Krabs, do you guys want to watch another one? That or else we might play The Quarry. Or retry Monstrum. Boom, boom. Wait, which one? Yo, what up, Dot? The top one? Okay. Yo, buy his merch in Patreon. Nice. Alright, let's see what this is about. Play Mr. Nightmare? Okay. I'll put that in my cart. Silverwood?
This has got to be the longest, most dreadful shift of my miserable life. All I do is flip patties and make burgers. How long have I been stuck here working with this useless dead-end job, lining the pockets of
Should
that
make merch
crustaceous
one day.
cheapskate, Mr. Krabs, while I walk home with pennies? With every passing day, I become more and more like Squidward.
Why does he look like that? Yo. Why is he
Sitting
look
up there
like
and
that?
doing the absolute bare minimum, dull and lifeless and hopelessly self-loathing. I used to come into work with some soul, but he was always as unenthusiastic as he could possibly be. And now look what he's done. He's drained all the enthusiasm out of me. How could anyone want to come in here when that's the face they see from the front door? But besides his sausage face, our customer base was just as bad. Just look at all those soul soulless fish, chewing their lives away in this dump. What enjoyment do they get out of this? They all literally look like zombies. If I could find out just one thing, it would be what addictive chemical Mr. Krabs is lacing these patties with to keep his customers coming back. He's always raved about his secret formula, as if anything has ever been consistent about the recipe. The only thing that stayed the same over all these years is the empty expression on the faces of everyone who eats here, and the fact that everyone who eats here does so every single day. I know it. I see the same faces every shift at the same time of day in and day out. I don't get it. What a crook Mr. Krabs is. He's not just the cheapest cheapskate in all of Bikini Bottom, he's also ruining the lives of all these unsuspecting fish and using me as part of his seedy operation. All the while, he pays me dirt. It's not right. I can't take it anymore. I'm the backbone of this operation. I flip the patties. I make the burgers. I put in the work. And Mr. Krabs just sits in his office all day counting the money. If he wants to be a menace to all these stupid fish, that's fine. But I know what I deserve. I deserve a raise. But no, he'll never give me a raise. He's been paying me the same wage since I started working. He hasn't even adjusted for inflation. At this rate, I'll never be able to move up in life. I'll be stuck in that rotting pineapple for...
Yo, SpongeBob is hating. Like crazy.
Ever. But that cursed Krabs doesn't care that I have to sell my body on the streets of Rock Bottom just to make a living,
is his
even
shirt so
after
deep?
working full-time for him. My sponge holes just aren't the same after so many years of being handled by all those deep-sea creatures. That's it. I don't care what...
Pause. Pause, yo. What did he say?
My sponge holes just aren't the same after so many years of being handled by all those deep-sea creatures. That's it. I don't care what he says. I'm doing it. I'm asking for a raise. Don't try to stop me, Squidward. My mind is made up. Every time I reach his door, I could never work up the courage to do it. I knew I had to be calm, cool, and collected about this, and not be forceful with my approach. I used a light touch, but there was no response. I slowly opened the door, trying not to act like a nuisance. Mr. Krabs was sitting at his desk, looking like...
Yo. Who drew this?
He always did, like a crazed maniac, a complete psycho. I've grown to be terrified by the sight of him alone, and it's no wonder why.
SpongeBob, me boy, what are you doing lurking in me doorway? Come in or get out!
I walked in with a tremor in my step and quietly closed the door behind me.
Go on, take a seat. Have you forgotten your manners?
No, Mr. Krabs, thank you. Which seat should I take? The one on the right or the one on the left? What about your right or my left? I'm not really sure if it makes a difference.
SpongeBob, what are you wasting me time for? You're
Yo,
slowing down
Aiden,
me
thank you.
business.
Have a good night.
I'm sorry,
Message
Mr.
me on
Krabs. I
Instagram.
just wanted to ask you something.
What is it? Come on now, spit it out already.
I could barely speak through the giant lump in my throat. I've never been more scared in my life, but I finally got the guts to take the chance of speaking my mind. Mr. Krabs, may I please have a raise?
What did you just say, boy?
I said, can I please have a raise, Mr. Krabs?
This is kind
How
of
dare
too
you,
real.
pipsqueak!
Suddenly, my worst fears were realized as Mr. Krabs climbed up onto his desk with those jagged, spindly legs
real,
of
it
his
kinda got
and lunged
realistic.
at me. I bolted last second and ran through the service door into the kitchen. Then I dipped into the freezer room to hide. I cowered behind some boxes, farther inside than I ever have to go to grab the patties. That's when I saw something I've never seen before. Inside the boxes labeled the secret formula, there was a mangled blood.
Alright, what is it gonna be, chat? I'm gonna guess right now. It's gonna be like a crab, obviously, right? Or a fish. He looked like a spider, yeah.
Blubbery meat inside the box, which had to be nothing else than a mutilated flesh of a whale. It had to be from Pearl herself, or her
A
relatives,
whale?
or her real parents. It's the only explanation as to why Mr. Krabs randomly adopted an orphan whale in the first place.
Yo. That kind of makes a lot of sense.
SpongeBob, I'm sorry, me boy, but now that I know you've seen me secret formula, I can't let you go. You know that, don't you?
Yes, I know.
Then don't run away, boy. Make this easy for both of us.
Yes, Mr. Krabs.
Patrick, me boy, this is the grill and this is the spatula. That's all you have to worry about. And now that you've seen everything
So
else,
we just
you're
got
ready to
replaced?
see the patties.
Those patties were SpongeBob. And we got hit with the ad. I need YouTube Premium. I'm slacking.
Why are they yellow? Never mind that, boy.
Why does he have SpongeBob's freaking skin on his face? He has SpongeBob's skin on his face.
Krabs, why are they yellow? Never mind that, boy. It's all part of the new secret formula. Just do as I say. Okay.
Is he crying? Okay, this is the second one. That was pretty weird.
If only my old friends could
Oh,
see
the
me
quality's
now.
better.
They'd laugh in my face. After all that.
I don't think I can ever watch SpongeBob after this. Cause what the heck? You guys can see that good, right? Cause what the heck?
That talk about becoming a maestro on the clarinet, a world-class painter, and a championship-winning dancer, all I managed to do was go flat broke and get myself enslaved by the greediest scumbag in Bikini Bottom. If
Jeez.
I could just daydream about getting home and sitting down to relax with smooth jazz on the TV and my favorite kelp smoothie, I might just be able to find a little happiness.
handsome
but I know
Squidward
I
in the
can't
back.
afford even
Oh, that's a better shot.
those simple luxuries. I haven't had enough money to buy anything but the bare essentials in years, let alone fancy probiotics. I haven't been able to pay my power bill in months either. They just shut off my power last week, so no more
He
kelp
needs to get hit with the
for
door
me.
again.
The silence lets me think a little too much. I started to get ideas while lying awake at night. Tartar sauce. How did it get like this? SpongeBob and I do all of the work at the Krusty Krab, and as much as I hate to admit it, that brainless bootlicker does more than anyone to keep that place alive. We give 12 hours of our lives to this dump 6 days of the week with no holidays, swabbing the deck, scrubbing the toilets, taking out the trash, and dealing with these food-addicted disaster cases, all for 5% shares of the profit split between the two of us? I kept thinking that it's high time I get to the bottom of this.
6
Why should I let
days?
myself be
Yeah.
exploited by Mr. Krabs like I'm his slave? Why don't I just see where all his money is going? When I could no longer talk myself out of it, I left in the middle of the night and snuck across town to Mr. Krabs' house. That Anchor is a mansion compared to my house. When I got there, Mr. Krabs and his behemoth daughter Pearl were both still awake.
Yo, Pearl just caught a
Because
stray.
it's easy to stay up late when you don't work for a living. But once I saw them through the windows, there was no chance that I would be able to rest until I got my
Why
fair
does he
share
look
of all
like
that
that?
money they were swimming in. So I waited for them to turn in for the night. At some point, I found out I wasn't alone in spying on
His
them.
teeth.
That pink idiot, Patrick Starr, was around there in the bushes too, watching Pearl shower in all her father's wealth. But it was clear he didn't have the brains to see through his perversions at the real prize inside the house. I watched Mr. Krabs sitting in an indoor pool full of ill-gotten gains for over an hour before he finally went to bed, and then another 45 minutes before Pearl turned off the lights as well. Finally, it was time. I came out of my hiding spot and crept across the front yard, then slithered in through a window that someone forgot to close all the way, and just like that, there I was, in Mr. Krabs' Anchor. But the room I was in didn't have the fat stacks of cash that I saw from outside, just a few gold coins laying around, which I took, of course. Then, I made my way into the living room, where I was surprised to see Mr. Krabs sleeping on the couch instead of his bedroom.
Get back to work, Squidward. Sponge, no sick days off.
I knew from watching outside that his room was behind the door right next to
It's on
him.
the
It must have
GTA
been so
heist.
full of stolen wages that there wasn't enough space for him to sleep in there anymore. It was obviously my responsibility to clear out some space while getting what was rightfully mine all along. I tried opening the door, but it was locked. Knowing that cheap dirtbag, he probably swallows the key every time he locks the door, just so no one can get inside. I looked through the keyhole just to confirm it was worth breaking into. It sure was. Stacks of cash and oceans of gold were waiting just on the other side, and all I had to do was pick that lock.
Yeah, how's he sneaking with the tentacles? That's a good point.
Luckily, it was an old-fashioned keyhole big enough for me to fit my nose into, but it was agonizingly slow work. I wish this keyhole was smooth like SpongeBob's holes. Every
Yo. What? Yo. What?
breaking into. It sure was. Stacks of cash and oceans of gold were waiting just on the other side, and all I had to do was pick that lock. Luckily, it was an old-fashioned keyhole big enough for me to fit my nose into, but it was agonizingly slow work. I wish this keyhole was smooth like SpongeBob's holes. Every motion rattled the door
That's
like the
wild.
chains of a Flying Dutchman. I was terrified every time I moved that I would wake up the greedy bastard sleeping next to me and get myself ground into Krabby Patties. But eventually, after enough finagling, I opened it. At last, all of the money I could carry was mine for the taking. I opened my bag and started shoveling everything I could fit into it. It was a long time coming, but after that night, I knew I would be set for life. My days of living in unfair poverty were over. I quit the Krusty Krab, move out of Bikini Bottom, and finally focus on my
Oh, he's
art
gonna wake
career.
up.
But then, out of nowhere, my dreams came crashing down as the loudest alarm in the ocean started blaring over my head. I thought I'd set it off somehow, so I rushed over and slammed the door shut and locked it, right as Mr. Krabs was getting up to barge through it.
Squidward, what are you doing in me booty room? Get out of there!
Everything I'm taking belongs to me, Krabs.
No, Squidward, you don't understand. It doesn't belong to either of us.
Huh? What are you
What?
talking about? Ah! What's going on? Suddenly, the ground began to shake. The entire anchor vibrated so hard that I could barely stay on my
The
feet.
Dutchman?
I then jumped and broke through the window. Heading back outside the bushes I spied on him from. All of a sudden, I could hear
His
Mr.
booty
Krabs
room?
break down the door. And before I could comprehend anything, that's when I saw the entire anchor lifting into the sky at lightning speed and disappeared.
Well, would you look at that? You brought us quite the haul this time, me boy. Fine work you did. Keep up the good work.
Hi, my name is Dennis.
That's some
and this is
lore
my
right
game
there.
Teardown. The game takes place in a dynamic voxel world where everything
What the frick? That was a good episode. So far, SpongeBob is gone. And yeah, what the
Something's
frick?
gotten into Mr. Krabs lately.
This just keeps on getting worse, doesn't it? Yo, Lorray, thank you for the follow.
A terrible switch inside him has been
Andrew,
flipped.
thank
Mr.
you.
Krabs has become an unyielding dictator, and Squidward and I are captive to his endless demands. I can't even keep track of the days anymore. I haven't gone home or slept in what must be weeks. It feels like years. Maybe it has been years. I can't remember the last time I did anything but work. If I try to even use the bathroom, Mr. Krabs is on my case in an instant. It used to be the only time I had a second to myself, but then that stopped being true. Once I was done using the toilet, I would keep standing there for a few seconds before going back to work. But then one time, I felt something wet drip onto my face. I looked up and saw Mr. Krabs peeking over the stall, drooling in rage. In that moment, I was more petrified by fear than I'd ever been in my life.
Quit your lollygagging and get back to work!
Aye, aye, sir! Ever since then, Mr. Krabs told me if I abandoned my post one more time, he'd let Plankton turn me into chum. And just from the way he said it, I knew he meant it. Now, when I have to use the bathroom, I just go where I'm standing, right in front of the grill. Obviously, it's unsanitary, but Mr. Krabs doesn't care one bit, and these customers are as oblivious as they've ever been. Poor Squidward is in the same position that I'm in. He's never allowed to leave the tiny little boat until it's time to swab the deck. Even then, there's no chance for a bathroom break, so everything collects inside the boat, and Squidward just has to stand there in it. It's been like this for what might as well be forever. I do nothing all day except make Krabby Patties while Squidward takes the orders and pretends like everything is normal. Even when there isn't a single customer, we don't get a break. We have to stay in position so we're ready the instant somebody walks in, which can take hours sometimes. We don't get a breather when the shop is closed either. That brief handful of hours when the doors are locked is spent cleaning and preparing for the next day's shift. Except, we're not handing the morning off to anyone but ourselves. It's an endless, vicious cycle we're stuck in. And what does Mr. Krabs do all this time?
Look at Mr. Krabs, yo. Yo, Jackson, Sammy, Shuri, Suave, thank you for the follow. What the frick? He has... Look how many legs he has. Yo, Galaxy, thank you for the follow. Kingston, Alex, Milo, Dalen. He got 5 legs, yeah.
None of the work, of course. He just threatens us
Brian,
with those
buddy,
pincers
thank
of
you.
his and screams his head off, barking orders and treating us like garbage. All I want to do is get out of here. Patrick probably thinks I hate him by now, and if I don't get home soon, nobody will be there to feed Gary and he'll starve. My only potential accomplice in escaping this place is Squidward, but despite the fact that he's already hated this job for years, I think Mr. Krabs has broken him to the core. It's impossible to get that tentacled fool to cooperate with me. He's so afraid of Mr. Krabs' wrath that he doesn't want to get caught talking to me anymore. He won't even look at me. Psst, Squidward! Hey, Squidward, can you hear me?
I can hear you, SpongeBob. Shut up.
Listen to me, Squidward. We gotta get out of here. Mr. Krabs is gonna keep us here forever.
Are you
not look
crazy?
good.
What do you think will happen if he hears you talking like that?
It's a risk I have to take. If I don't get home, Gary's gonna starve to death. Don't you have a reason to go home, Squidward?
Because I want to live. Now be quiet before you get us killed.
Mr. Krabs has you right where he wants you, Squidward. Can't you see he's gone insane? Squidward, are you listening? You're stiff just like your nose when you see Sandy's cheeks, aren't you? Well,
This
I'm
is
not
Call
gonna...
of Duty.
Fat me
It's on
boy,
the news.
did I hear you were thinking about betraying me?
What? No, of course not, Mr. Krabs. Why would I do such a thing? I love working at the Krusty Krab and never want to leave or go home or sleep or see Gary or have any other life outside of this kitchen.
That's what I thought. I think I'll keep an extra close eye on you from now on and never let you out of me sight again.
I knew I'd already screwed up and that I'd never get a good chance to run out of that door. That's when I saw the plan form right before my eyes. All I had to do was wait for a couple customers to come in for a pair of Krabby Patties. Luckily, it didn't take long. I put 2 patties down and waited a few minutes, flipped them, and then waited a few more minutes. Then, when it was time to load those hot, greasy slabs of meat onto the buns, I chucked them both over my shoulders and straight into Mr. Krabs' eyes.
Ah! He blinded me eyes! I won't be able to see Sandy Cheeks OnlyFans anymore!
Anybody got the link to that?
Landed the shot perfectly, sending the greedy crustacean reeling back in pain, giving me just enough time to sprint for the door. I couldn't bear to look back. I just kept running, but I could hear Mr.
need
Krabs
that.
burst through the door and chase after me, shaking the ground beneath his feet. I was so close. I was almost there. I reached for the door, and I was caught. I was stopped in my tracks, hearing my feet hit the ground, but I could no longer feel them. I looked down and saw that Mr. Krabs' enormous pincer had cut me in half at the waist. Sometimes the ability of a sponge to regenerate can be a gift, In this case, it's a curse. It means I can never escape this prison, not even through death. I'll never, ever leave the Krusty Krab again.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. There's a lot of these.
What if you could do SEO smarter and faster?
They got like Burger King ones and stuff. There's a back door. Yeah, just let me know if you have that Sandy Cheeks OnlyFans. Gonna need that for sure, for sure. Dairy Queen horror story? I don't know about this one. Yo, Formstorm Gaming, thank you for the follow. Jail.
I've been working at DQ for a long time now. However, I never really enjoyed working there because it was an old rundown venue. And by rundown, I mean the entire place was decaying. But it didn't end there. Even when I was supposed to take a leak, I felt like doing it outside because the restroom was awful, and the foul stench from the toilets made me want to vomit. However, roaches shamelessly crawled everywhere across the sinks and kitchen tables. So, seeing that this establishment was still running and open to the public, the worst part was that I was always the last one to leave and work alongside my socially awkward colleague, whom I never really understood. It's safe to say that all of us at DQ kept our distance from the guy. He seemed almost invisible even to our manager, and the only time I saw him was when only 2 of us were left in the restaurant. Unfortunately, no one wanted to stay long enough to help, not even the manager. So, I was stuck with this creepy-looking kid named Frank. I called him a kid because he looked 5 years younger than me, but we never really had a meaningful conversation in the many years I worked there. Meanwhile, I called him creepy because it always seemed like he was in a world of his own.
Confirm.
He had the strange habit of looking blankly into space, his head and hands fidgeting like he had a psychomotor condition, and it looked even creepier whenever I was alone at the counter while his back was turned against me. He would always gaze outside the drive-thru window, waiting for some poor soul to drop by and give their order. However, if I were to be more optimistic about this, I noticed that he was always on time despite his weirdness. Then again, it didn't change that he smelled like he hadn't showered in days. In fact, he smelled so bad that he had the scent of a rat's decomposing corpse. Staying near him made me want to throw up. So, it was practical to keep my distance. Are these realistic? But if there was anything I appreciated more than his punctuality, it would be all the moments when he insisted on closing up shop, asking me to head home first. Once, I tried to spark a conversation and said,
"Thanks for always taking the initiative, dude, but can I ask why you never want me to close the shop?"
It took him a while to respond. Then, he said,
"Does it matter? You get to go home sooner than later, right? Fine, have it your way then."
I said, "Of course." I was only trying to be friendly since no one else at work had the will to approach him. But with that attitude, I immediately understood why he was a loner. Then, over time, when I started showing up earlier than usual at work, I was surprised to see that Frank was already there. And I thought it was odd, because Frank often had to close up shop at around 2 in the morning. So, I wondered how he could have very little sleep and still manage to come at 5 a.m. One night, while driving home, I checked my pocket and panicked when I didn't find my wallet there. I stopped the car as it rained heavily outside, but as I searched thoroughly inside the vehicle, I was frustrated to find out that I had left it back in the restaurant. So, I drove back to that dilapidated place they call a restaurant and decided to enter through the back door. It was already about 2 a.m. and
I think some stuff's about to go down. Yo, Strawberry and Nia,
was so exhausted, but I thought Frank had already gone home since it was so late. So, holding my flashlight, I took out the keys and opened the door. I crept inside as quietly as possible as I headed for the lockers. Then, while taking my stuff, I heard what I could only describe as a snarling sound. I was caught off guard, my adrenaline pumping like crazy. So I first thought of a bear or a squirrel getting in, and if that were the case, I needed something to drive them away. Therefore, I picked up a mop and held it up in a defensive position as I sauntered quietly toward the source of the sound. Unfortunately, the lights were all out, so I could only rely on my flashlight. But as I crouched behind the counter and took a peek inside the kitchen, my jaw dropped at the sight of what appeared to be a feral animal with clothes on. It was definitely human, but what terrified me was that I recognized the initial DQ logo on the back of the man's shirt. My heart stopped when the man turned to face me, revealing it to be none other than Frank eating ice cream like a psychotic maniac. He didn't say a word. Instead, he gave me a sinister grin with eyes that were round and strained. Then, as I backpedaled, Frank charged at me, pumping my adrenaline even more as I ran the hell out of there. Moments later, I reached the car and drove off as the lunatic ran after me. He was like a freaking athlete who went nuts. I was so petrified that I couldn't tell my boss or the cops. Since Frank didn't cause me any physical injuries, there was nothing I could report. Therefore, I kept it a secret. However, the next day, my boss called me up, frantically telling me that the restaurant was on fire and that he had no choice but to lay off all employees. After the cops conducted the investigation, they speculated the high probability was that squatters had been living in DQ's basement, which caused the fire. But I knew exactly who was behind this, and now it became clear why he was always punctual, had a foul scent, and always initiated to close the shop. This story was inspired by an incident that happened at a Dairy Queen in South London on December 4th of 2021.
It's real? Hold up, it's real? Yo, Madison Lee, thank you for the follow. What do they mean?
It was alleged that the once popular ice cream destination went up in flames on a Friday night.
What makes Arcade tight is they have all these
I need
sounds
YouTube
for
Premium.
space. You know, it's just a bunch of cool sounds that you can play.
At the scene, a fire inspector mentioned that there was evidence that squatters have been inside the building and had been living in there. The restaurant has since been demolished.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. for me. Apple user 9466. Thank you for the follow.
I didn't mind working at Dairy Queen. I never had to wake up early in the morning as my shifts were always scheduled in the afternoon until closing, and I usually didn't actually have to do too much. The location didn't have a drive-thru and wasn't the most popular fast food place in town, so all I had to do was get a few dozen people through ordering their food over the course of the day and clean
no
things
lights
up
in the
after
building?
hours. One night, however, this relatively easy job became a nightmare. At midnight, I said goodbye to my coworker who was doing the cooking all day and flipped the open sign to closed after he walked out the door. Then, I got to work cleaning up the restaurant just to keep the boss happy when he came in the next morning. About 20 minutes later, I was startled by a super loud banging sound. I jerked my head around and saw a gigantic man banging his fist on the glass like a psycho. This dude was an absolute freak of nature. He was huge, as in tall, like Shaq tall, but was so skinny that he looked more like Slender Man. He was also wearing a Lakers jersey and basketball shorts.
You guys like that? Xavier, thank you for the follow. Terrence, thank you for the follow. Yo, we're at 20k likes too. Pretty crazy.
Which made him seem like he was an old retired player who got kicked off the team because he failed the piss test. The shorts and jersey were tiny on him and so tight that they could not have been comfortable. All that was topped by a ridiculous hairstyle that made him look like he wanted to be the grandpa from Rick and Morty. When he knew that I was looking at him, he stopped pounding his fists and pressed his lips up to the glass, moaning the single word, "Swirl." I I stared at him, confused and honestly terrified, then pointed to the sign on the door and yelled at him to go away.
Can't you read? We're closed.
I knew he could hear the fear in my voice because he didn't move. He actually smiled, completely unfazed. I tried to act like I wasn't bothered and went back to what I was doing. But the whole time my back was turned, I could feel his eyes completely fixed on me. Eventually, I started to get the feeling that he was never going to leave, which made me dread the thought of trying to go home and possibly crossing paths with him. At some point, I couldn't even focus on working anymore, so I figured I'd cave in and let him in, just so he could get what he wanted and just leave me alone. As soon as I unlocked the door, he charged through and pushed me to the side, sprinting to the counter and stood there like he was waiting for me to take his order. I prepared myself for an awkward encounter while I walked behind the counter.
What can I get you, sir? Swirl. You mean like a cone? Swirl. And what flavor would you like? Swirl.
Swirl? Yo, your mom. Thank you for following me.
I couldn't get anything out of him except for that same single word he was saying before, so
Swirl.
I defaulted on giving him vanilla. It started to seem obvious that this guy had some kind of mental deficiency if he couldn't communicate beyond the word swirl, but in a weird way this was actually a little comforting. I was able to trick myself into believing that he wasn't trying to get into the store after hours for any bad reason, and that he was too slow to understand that we were supposed to be closed. When I handed the small vanilla swirl to the giant standing in front of me, it looked ridiculously tiny in his massive hands that I almost wanted to laugh.
That'll be $1.99. Change. So you can say more than one word. Change! All right, jeez.
I figured he was about to hand me a couple of ones, and so I opened the register. But as soon as I opened it, the maniac threw the cone away and wrapped his hands around the register, ripping it off the counter like it was nothing. He shook all the money to the ground, then tossed the register to the side and started picking up all the change. I watched without thinking about trying to stop him. It was clearly no use as I was outmatched. After he collected all the cash, the giant psycho finally ran off. I rushed to the door right behind him and locked it so he wasn't able to get inside again. I was pretty shaken up by the whole thing, but I was just freaked out by the sheer speed of that freak alone. He moved faster than I've ever seen a human move. Of course, that didn't change anything about the fact that I just let the store get robbed. So I called my boss to tell him what happened, but unfortunately, he didn't answer. He was most likely asleep and wouldn't be awake until the next morning. I was about to call the cops, but stupidly decided to sweep it under the rug and not prolong the situation.
You just get robbed, and you don't call the cops? What? How is this realistic?
I just wanted to go home, so I did a lazy job of finishing up and got ready to leave the place a mess and deal with the consequences later. When I got to the door, I remembered that that freak might still be out there, so I went to the back door instead. I took a deep breath. Then I bolted outside and ran to my car as fast as I could. I jumped inside and shut the door, finally feeling real relief for about 3 seconds, until I realized I'd forgotten my keys. Now, I was going to have to go back out there, find my keys in the store, come out and lock the door to the shop, then come back through the parking lot again. But then another realization dawned on me, a much more terrifying one. How did I get in my car without unlocking it? I always lock my car when I leave it. That's when I felt a pair of giant ice-cold hands wrapping around my face.
Swirl. Yo.
This story was inspired by an incident regarding a large man who happened to rob the
That was wild. Swirl. Prank 'em, John. Yo. Hey.
exact same Dairy Queen restaurant twice in one day. Police
He robbed the same Dairy Queen twice in one day.
were called to a Dairy Queen for an armed robbery, where a man who was reportedly armed left the business with cash. But the suspect even tried to carjack the same DQ worker in the drive-thru of the business later on, but fortunately failed. The suspect got away on foot and police weren't able to track him down. About 2 hours later, police received another call that the same man was trying to rob the same Dairy Queen. The suspect ran from the scene, but police set up a perimeter and used night vision equipment to find him hiding in a field. The suspect tried running, but was eventually caught.
If you robbed a store for everything they had, why would you come back? Burger King foot lettuce. Burger King foot lettuce. That is this guy. Ice Queen? Yo, Maddie, thank you for the follow.
I regret getting stuck working at Dairy Queen. I'm trapped on the minimum wage hamster wheel, working over 40 hours a week to barely pay rent, and still struggle with the rest of my bills. What makes me hate my job even more is the sloppy people I have to deal with. Most days, I honestly feel like more of a janitor than a fast food employee. It's no shock to anyone that the restrooms in a greasy ice cream joint aren't the nicest. But I swear, the ones I have to clean on an almost hourly basis are the nastiest dysentery incubators I've ever seen. Every time I turn my back on them, somebody has clogged the toilet or cut their hair in the sink, or just straight up crapped on the floor, and nobody else bothers to handle the mess but me. I'm there 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week, watching my life wither away surrounded by ice cream and angry downtrodden people. We get everyone, the wackos, the whales, the hobos, the Karens, everybody. But out of everyone and everything I've had to put up with, there's one woman, one particularly horrible Karen, who pops into my mind whenever I think about work. She was this creepy older woman that had this trashy look about her, like she smoked 10 packs a day. She ended up being a regular, and I would always see her slink into the bathroom.
Yo, who said Gyat? Who said it? I know somebody said it.
Where she would stay for an hour or two every time she came in, which was every other day
get it,
without fail. Initially, I didn't want to be judgmental because she could have been taking the absolute biggest crap of her life, and this was the only bathroom she had access to. But after it went on for a couple of weeks, everyone who worked there caught on and got fed up with her hogging the bathroom all the time. That's when my manager kindly confronted her and said that if she wanted to keep using our bathroom, she would have to buy something. A few days later was a much different story. I was standing at the register waiting for customers, and that's when she walked in.
She's kind of fine.
I tried to greet her, but she clearly wasn't in the mood.
Good evening, ma'am. How can I help you today?
Hurry up with my ice cream, damn it! I need something to lick, and I ain't talking about my husband!
I'm sorry, ma'am. Will it
What? I thought she was gonna sound hot.
be a small blizzard for you again?
You already know what I'm going to order, punk. Now! Make it quick, or else I'm gonna make my own ice cream with the dairy milk coming from my bacon strips!
So the moment I joined Spotiflix, my following grew. I went from having a base following of about 500 to 600.
As she usually did, she came up $1 short, which would end up coming out of my pocket. I didn't really care though, as $1 was worth a lot less to me than the trouble of bothering the Mega Karen about it. An hour or so passed, and the store was about to close for the night. That woman's ice cream had long since melted, but everybody knew who it belonged to, so nobody threw it away. My manager ordered me to clean the restrooms, which immediately filled me with dread, because I knew that she was still in there. I got to work anyway, thoroughly cleaning the men's room first in the hopes that this would give her enough time to finish up whatever in the world she was doing and get out. Unfortunately, the door to the women's room was still locked when it was time to go in and clean it. I knocked on the door, but there was no answer. I knocked again and yelled to the other side that the store was closing, but still nothing. My last resort was telling her that her ice cream was going to melt if she didn't go get it, but not even that resulted in a response. I forced myself to do the last thing I wanted to do, knowing that my rent depended on it.
Yo, Ava, thank you for the heart me. Appreciate that. Yeah, I would have quit by now.
Then held my breath and slowly opened it. Inside, I saw that Karen sprawled out on the floor, twitching and drooling, completely fried out of her mind on God knows what. As soon as I appeared in her line of sight, she crashed down back to earth and flipped out, jumping to her feet and screaming at me.
What the hell are you doing in here, you goddamn disgusting pervert?
Hey, calm down. The store's closing and I'm just trying to clean up.
Don't you dare lie to me, Mr. Peeping Tom. I know you wanted to catch me on the toilet while you listened for some ASMR sounds, didn't you?
Let me go!
Where's my order? I had a blizzard. What did you people do with it?
It's been right there waiting for you, lady.
What the hell is this crap?
What? What's wrong with it?
It's melted! Make me another blizzard before I call the cops and tell them you ripped me off! Ah!
What the hell is your problem, lady?
DQ! DQ! DQ sucks!
Hey, calm down. I have to clean that up.
Don't you play dumb with me. It's your job to clean up, Mr. Whipped Cream.
I only get minimum wage.
As you should. I'm sure you're used to going on your knees and licking things up. Get the...
What you mean by that? What you mean by that, Granny? Yo, Melfi, thank you for the follow. Do people actually act like this in the food service? I've only ever been a dishwasher, so I've never really been up front. Yo, Steven, Pizza, Michaela, Vex, Eat Your Boys, thank you for the follow. Yes, it depends. You've had burgers thrown at you? Yeah, people are crazy. Yo, Braden, Cleve, thank you.
Hell out of here or I'm calling the cops!
Screw you! I'm not going back to prison!
Get out! Now!
Back?
Fine, but not because you said so! You haven't seen the last of
Had
me!
ice cream thrown on you?
Look at all this mess I have to clean up. Oh. This is all I have.
This story was inspired by an incident regarding a chaotic Dairy Queen Karen who threw a hissy fit because her ice cream she ordered melted as she was in the restroom. It was alleged that the woman was in there for approximately 20 minutes doing undisclosed
All
substances.
real.
In the video, the Karen could be seen screaming profanities and causing a tirade. One can only imagine what her DQ order was.
Yo, Hope, thank you. That was a weird one.
The new Motorola Radio.
That was a really weird one. Yeah, that was it for the Dairy Queen. She ordered a Coke Blizzard. Yo. Mm-mm-mm. Do the McDonald's one? Is this the McDonald's one? Do. Yeah, Corey needs to post. You're right. The wet noise, yeah. Arby's.
My life was sad enough
You like
before
Arby's,
all this
chat?
happened, but now it's gotten even worse than I ever thought it could. I've been stuck working at a dead-end job at Arby's for a few years now. I guess I didn't get the right degree or something. Instead, I started working in the same business as my mother. She's been working
have
at
the
Arby's
meats.
ever since I was little. I always hated seeing her break her back in this grease joint, and from the moment I started working with her, I dreaded getting stuck in the same endless
Never
cycle.
tried.
So I vowed to only work there until I could find a better job. Like I said, however,
Put some
that was
actual
years
scary
ago.
ones. All right,
Now,
give me a recommendation. What's a scary? Which one would be scary? You guys see that, right? The middle one?
My name is Edward, and I have a question to ask you. What's the strangest thing you experienced? The world is a strange place. When I watch the news, I see programs where people go into caves, mountains, and even criminal hideouts.
Meat cannon? Is meat cannon scary? What the frick?
Out here at McDonald's trying the Grimace shake for Grimace's birthday, so happy birthday, Grimace. Daniel, are you in here? Daniel?
What the
Daniel, what are you doing? Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god.
Yo.
Oh my god, no.
What? Oh, that was the weirdest 50 seconds of my life. Yo. I don't know about meat cannon.
I, for one,
Banned,
don't
yeah.
need to do any of that. Because what I'm about to tell you happened
It
in
might
a
not
place
be
where I should
allowed.
always feel safe.
Not that
the
one.
door of my house. It all started on a Monday afternoon.
Do
I was
kitty? Okay.
Anything's possible when you smell like Old Spice and not the Witcher's.
These ads, yeah.
I'm Eileen, and I'm a content
I
creator
do
and
like
entrepreneur
meat cannon.
at Lavendare. I began using Adobe Premiere Pro in 2014 as an outlet to share all the lessons I was learning as I was.
Hi, Kitty.
I do not want to watch this chat. I already have an idea.
Wanted to start
How
this
weird
session
this
off
is
by
gonna be.
saying thank you for being my top contributor to my OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'll do the
You
Miss
really
Frizzle
are
one
my
after.
favorite kitty.
Hello, Princess. Is Daddy's angel being a good girl tonight?
Sorry.
I am not
I just keep hearing
watching
things.
this.
God, you make me so hot. Make me act up like an old thirsty hound dog.
He's barking, yo.
Something's
Yo, thank
definitely
you,
in my
Hope.
room.
Don't pay attention to the closet. There's nothing in there.
How did you know that I was looking at my closet?
Scream for me! I pay good money, so scream for me. Like Pocahontas screaming for her white god, John Smith. Pure ecstasy.
I think someone...
I said scream your beautiful song! Just around the riverbed!
What is
Oh my
going
God, there is
on?
someone in my closet.
There's no one in here! In there! There's no one in there. It's probably just a ghost.
Are you saying my house is haunted?
Fart in your panties and throw them by your closet.
I don't think I...
Yo. Ew. That's kind of Riz.
Shit your pants and throw them by your closet. It'll scare away any spooky ghosts.
I don't have to shit!
Just toss the panties!
Yeah, I don't know
Fine.
about this. Let's look at the Mr. Fizzle one. That got really intense pretty quick. Frizzles. Okay. This top one?
All right, children, gather round. Today we're going to go inside of a beehive or, I don't know, a flower or some shit.
I'm not gonna lie, after that kitty one, kind of shooken up. but let's do this.
Miss Frizzle, I don't want to learn about that stuff. I want to learn about wet-ass pussy. Wop.
What?
Wop. Wop.
Oh, God, no. You all know I hate that song so much.
Miss Frizzle, if I don't find out what wet and gushy means, I'll go crazy. I'll do something bad. Something I might regret. Probably to Arnold.
Oh, jeez. Come on, guys. This is all so crude.
Ah! Wait. So you're telling me wet-ass pussy doesn't mean a cat that's been out in the
Yo, can I watch this on TikTok?
rain?
Carlos! No. We have a set...
So I think that's a no-no word. Yeah. Meat cannon. It's too much. We're gonna have to watch that on Twitch if we do. Probably not based on... Yeah, you're right.
Parking my car in the garage after coming home from work, and that's when I saw her for the first time. A strange woman was standing in the house across the street, obsessively ringing the doorbell for the neighbors. This was the time they were picking up their kids from school, so naturally, no one came out of the house. I walked across the street and told her that no one was there. She didn't look like a salesperson or anything like that, because of the insistence with which she was ringing. But when I approached her to talk, I regretted it. Her eyes were wide, her gaze lost, and I even noticed that some drool was dangling from her mouth.
Wait, try Nuke's top 5. I need a good one, chat. What's a good one? But not gonna get me banned.
My name is Squidward, and I
The
get my
frick? Now I'm getting Squidward or SpongeBob ads. Yo, Dean, thank you. Llama Art.
One last goodbye.
Okay, I'll look that up too. Okay.
Bye. Back in September, veterinary student Mary Carmen Flores from Arequipa, Peru, adopted a sweet little Labrador that she named Scott. The two quickly bonded, but only enjoyed a few months together before Scott was tragically found dead in Mary Carmen's home. Mary Carmen was absolutely devastated by the sudden loss of the very healthy dog and wanted an explanation. That some horrible person might have actually poisoned her dog. So Mary Carmen started searching through her CCTV footage to...
Okay, we'll watch that. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. What the frick? Gumball's mom. Did I just read that right? Did I just read that right? I'm gonna have to bookmark that. Yo, what up, Gabby? What's a good llama arts? Any? Alright, we're gonna watch this one. Dark web horror stories. Chastity shut. We're watching horror stories.
This story happened to me on a Thursday night when I was home alone in my apartment complex. I live with my roommate Josh, who was usually out with his girlfriend, so that gave me the luxury of having the place to myself. I was video chatting with three classmates of mine on Facebook Messenger. Their names were Eric, Craig, and Cindy. This was my first interaction with them as our professor selected us to be in a group project together. Throughout the night, we brainstormed ideas while getting more acquainted with one another. This is when the story gets a bit weird. Eric spontaneously asked the group chat, "Hey guys, want to see something cool?"
What is it?
"Getting an A+ in this project would be cool." "Sure, man, what's up?" Eric sends the group chat a photo. I click the chat icon and see a disturbing image of a woman with her arms and legs missing. What the hell?
Ew!
What?
Why are you sending us this?
Dude, where the hell did you get that photo? I'll tell you, but you guys really need to keep this a secret. Promise me you won't tell anyone.
Analog horror?
This isn't marketing related, but okay, I guess.
Sure, dude. Please don't tell me you were the sicko who took that pic. I didn't. I actually got the photo from the dark web. Dude, you go on the dark web?
What's the dark web?
Supposedly it's this hidden part of the internet where you can buy illegal stuff. I personally wasn't that educated about the dark web, but I did hear rumors about it growing up. I've always acknowledged the existence of these kinds of things growing up, but I was still unaware as to what potential.
You can link them in the reaction on my Discord too. The reaction channel.
Eric then says, "Yeah, I just recently started getting into it. I found the photo from one of the forums I came across called Homemade Dolls. Here's the full-size picture." He then sends us the exact same photo, except this time it had a description box next to it with the title Doll Number 20. Why the hell, of all people, did I have to be in a group project with this weirdo?
What?
The details in the description stated inhumane acts that can be performed on the victims before being shipped to their buyers. I felt pretty disgusted reading the dialogue, but I was still somewhat skeptical about the whole thing.
Yo,
It was
Chastity,
hard to
thank you
deny
for
its
the follow.
legitimacy, though. The
And Kenny.
authenticity of the image looked too real to be a hoax.
To be honest, this looks photoshopped.
I don't know. It looks pretty real to me. Dude, that's disgusting. Why do you even go on sites like that? Well, I only go on it occasionally. Midway through Eric's sentence, a random user joins the video chat.
Yo, Felix, thank you.
Who's that? I don't know.
Hope with the
I
8
swear
roses.
to God, we better not be getting hacked.
Eric, is this one of your
Two
stupid
more?
friends from the dark web? I'm gonna call the cops if it is.
That's when I decide to move my mouse cursor to exit the video chat. Why the hell isn't this working? Come on, work, goddammit! My cursor was resisting to move no matter how many times I clicked or moved my mouse.
What?
That's when the random user's video turned on. It was a guy wearing a pig mask. The mask didn't look like some dollar store knockoff. It looked like the skinned face of an actual pig. He wore it like he was Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Hey, is anybody seeing what I'm seeing? Eric, dude, I really hope this isn't a stupid prank. It's not, dude. I don't even know who that is. Why is there a guy wearing a pig mask on my screen?
Guys, what's going on?
I don't know why, but something about that moment, I just knew. I was looking into the eyes of what true evil looks like. That's when my classmate's video chat completely froze.
Smash?
The only screen functioning was the pigman's.
186 roses?
I couldn't quite comprehend what was
That's
going on.
a lot
until I
of
heard
roses.
The pigman say, "Can you
Thank
see
you.
me? Say yes if you can hear me." Say it! I reply with, "Yes, what do you want from me?" in an uncontrollable stutter. You know that feeling you get when you're with someone for so long, every single day just drags and becomes a routine? Well, we just want something new and fresh, you know? Something vibrant that will make me feel alive again. I just need a new doll. What do you say? Does that sound like a brilliant plan to you?
I would just unplug my computer.
I was completely appalled by what was transpiring.
What Lee said.
That's when I hear a muffled female's voice in the background. The pigman then swivels the camera towards the direction of the muffled voice, only to reveal a woman with no arms and legs.
What the
She had
heck?
duct tape on her mouth and a chain bound around her neck. The woman was flailing her severed arms wildly in a desperate attempt to escape. A couple seconds later, the pigman approaches her while holding an axe, the kind of axe lumberjacks use to chop down trees. I began to hyperventilate as I knew the inevitable fate this woman was about to endure. He then raises the axe up in the air. I begin screaming from the top of my lungs, "Leave her alone or I'm calling the cops!" As I took my last glance at the woman, I realized that it was the same woman in the photo that Eric sent. That's when the pigman smashes the axe against the woman's skull repeatedly.
Feel protected under our roof.
They give me an ad after that?
At the right price. American Family Insurance.
Eve Online on Mac.
The suspense.
Versus you in a universe with thousands of...
I practically leap up from my chair and begin to vomit. This sadistic display was unbearable. What the hell is going on? Someone tell me I'm dreaming. There's no way this is real.
Unplug the router.
I look back on the screen, only to see nothing. Like the whole thing was just a bad dream, or a figment of my imagination. What the hell just happened? I know I'm not going crazy. I immediately messaged my classmates in the group chat saying, "Please tell me you guys saw all of that. Did any of you see the pigman? We need to report him." Yeah, I briefly saw him, but then my video chat ended.
Same here. That was weird as hell.
Must have been a hacker. Thank God my screen went back to normal. Did you see anything, Terrence? I respond as nonchalantly as I can, saying, yeah, basically what you guys saw. I think it's best that we just put this behind us and move on from here, you know? I didn't know if that was the
why
right
are they so
decision.
calm?
I didn't want to further escalate the situation. Acknowledging the pigman's existence was one thing, but
I should
going
put
into further detail.
I think I have to
about
restart the
afterwards
stream
just felt
to
unnecessary.
put it to 18+.
This is the part where I wish the story ends. It's been a year since the incident. I ended up...
Okay, hold up. Should we restart the stream so we can make it 18+? Yo, Vex, Emily, user 448312611. Thank you for the follow. 555H. Yeah, nobody's gonna listen to the warning, but it's gonna be there. So that's good. Alright, Cody. Yeah, follow me. I'm gonna restart the stream real quick. I'll be right back.